Hello, everyone. I'm Eleanor, and I'm in Houston. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, I'm really great to invite Melissa to join our interview. Yeah. Hi, Melissa. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Eleanor. Thanks for inviting me here.
My pleasure. And would you like to introduce yourself for a while?
Yes, my name is Melissa Alpa-ap. I live in Vancouver, Canada. I originally from Philippines. I migrated here in not 2000. Sorry, I migrated here in 1995, and so been a while. Um, I am a mom, a nurse, a registered nurse, and I am a digital business owner.
That's great. I know that you have been a nurse, registered RN for more than 10 years, 14 years.
Yes, 14 years. Yes.
Yeah, you must be very busy.
It is a busy shift, yes. Yes. 12-hour shift.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to have you. Yeah, when you are off. Yeah.
Thank you.
So I will ask you some question. And first of all, would you like to share what's your pain and the struggle before you started your online business?
Yeah, I am a nurse, so we work 12-hour shift. When I arrive in Canada, it's already 12 hours. So coming into the work and going home after work, literally you want to rest. And we want to, relax and recharge yourself and go back to the next shift. When I have my son Fonzie, it didn't happen to me that I have to go straight to bed or go straight to relax myself or have a rest or sleep. What happened is he was been diagnosed with autism. So when a child is diagnosed, like my Fonzie, automatically there is therapy session. You the diagnosis, the next step is to proceed it on with looking for therapists, including behavioral consultant. We have occupational therapist, speech therapist, and behavioral interventionist. So this group of therapists, some of them comes into my house. Some of them I have to bring my son Fonzie to the clinic. So imagine myself there back then. I get off from work, having a shower, put some loaf of bread in the toaster and then run, and then prepare my son. Literally, I have to, how we are mom, we have to feed them, bring them to the therapy session. So it's been an ongoing running around on my end for the past 5 years. And then one day, you know how we are, Wonder Woman, like super mom. We do this, we do that, we run to the work, and then the errands is nonstop. It's been years, 5 years I've been doing it. And then all of a sudden, you know how your body is picking up into the exhaustion. I feel so tired, no sleep, starts to have like aches on my body. I wake up one day with so much pain on my the sole of my foot, like the plantar fasciitis, lower back pain, everything, it still creeps up. And then I said to myself, I am a nurse, I should have known this. So but then the thing that I know, I don't have any diagnosis or sick. It's just like I needing sleep and rest. That's all. And then I said to myself, how I can rest, sleep while I'm still going to work right after the therapy session. So coming from therapy session, I will barely like at least nap, I don't know, maybe an hour and then go back to work again. So literally my body doesn't rest yet until I go back, and then it's continuous. And my body just, give up on that situation, saying, you're tired, you're exhausted. I'm so down, I'm crying. I drove my son to the therapy session. I have to find a spot inside my car. So I park my car, and then I have to find a spot to sleep. And then I will alarm my phone. And then so I will ask the therapy session how many minutes. Usually she says like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And then if it is summertime, I have to find and park under the tree. And then I sleep in there. Or in the winter time, I have to bring a thick blanket with me and sleep But in the beginning of times, the first 2-3 years, I have to watch what they're doing. I have to observe so that I will know when we go home, I apply it to my son, especially in our daily routine. So it gives me so much aches and pain, considering that I'm lack of sleep. So then I was thinking, I like to back off my hours. I don't want to work full time. I don't want to work. At least I can come to work twice a week. I'm thinking back then, how am I going to do that? How is it possible? So my pain and struggles really pushes me to seek and find what opportunities out there. But in the beginning, you know how we are nurses problem solve, or women, right? In general, we women like, problem solve. Okay, I'm gonna apply for a medical examiner. So the medical examiner, I go to the house of the person or individual or family. So for example, they are they taking life insurance. So I have to take the blood pressure, draw the blood sample, go to them, book them, and then I'll send it to the company so that they can be, if they're gonna want to insure 1 million, for example. So, but the thing is, sometimes it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So the time that the client will book in, it's also the session or time with my son therapy session. I said, doesn't work this way. Then I tried another job as a nursing job, and then I tried another one. It doesn't fit into my schedule. I said, no, it doesn't work. I compromising my son's therapy session on the job that I'm looking around, aside from nursing in the hospital. So when I found the online business, I said, this is it. This is the one, and this is the one who fits the criteria of what I needed to do between therapy session of my son. I needing sleep, I needing relaxing a bit, and balance out that lifestyle, and plus the activities that we had as a person, as an individual, or as a mom who attending to my son who has autism. So my pain is my body, the health, sleep, and be with my son while he's growing, and also enjoying together aside from running with the therapy session.
Yeah, you only have one child?
Yes.
Okay, and yeah, I know it's very difficult to care of autism. Yeah, it's very not very easy.
No, it's not easy. It needs a lot of your patience. Being a mom, patience. So I won't have any patience if, maybe not me alone, I won't have any patience if I'm lack of sleep, and plus I'm hungry, or I forget to, I need a brain break myself, right? So it's tough. It's very tough. It's difficult. I believe to every human being who lack of sleep, lack of rest, and then no break in between, you cannot caught up. You became frustrated. I became frustrated. I am not patient anymore of the things that we needed to do. So you can imagine how that looked like when I'm asking him to, let's go. Well, we gotta run now. Put your jacket on. Put your socks on. That kind of running around. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that autism is a spectrum, so there are kind of autism. Yeah, there are different level. Maybe you need more time or more patience with severe autism. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for your sharing. Is this the reason why that you are committed to make this business happen?
Yeah. So what is your big why? I'm committed to making it happen. Yes. Well, I am committed for this business because this is the only one who fits the criteria that I want, right? Okay. So as I mentioned in the beginning, I tried to work as a medical examiner, and I also tried to work in the community. Like they have an expected hours for you to show up there. Well, because I'm employed to them, right? So the expectation for me being a nurse, when I look for that job outside from being a nurse in the hospital, is that you have to show up. This is the point. This is the client's time. You gotta go there. So it doesn't allow me to to have a flexible hours. So the therapy session is my priority with my son. My son is my priority, and then his therapy sessions, right? So I have to bring him there and be on time. I cannot renegotiate time saying, hey, I did that many times, which I'm so ashamed already, of asking. And I ask so many times already. But they have also clients to see for themselves. I respect their time. So my point is like the big why I have to commit in this business, because this is the only one based on the features and the benefits it gives me. So I don't think I have to change somewhere. I already tried. It didn't work. It didn't. Yeah.
You mean you have to try another opportunity, but it didn't work?
No, what I'm saying is I already tried before, but it didn't work. Yeah.
Okay. It seems that the most important part of this business is the flexibility for you, the time flexibility.
Yes, because I'm saying that the features that it offers is this is online. It is, you have to have a Wi-Fi, no problem. Wi-Fi is everywhere. I can bring it to the office, to the appointments. You know, I can check my phone. I can sit in my car with it. So it's portable. So I bring it with me. Yeah. So that's why this online business, I'm committed for this online business, because it gives me result, and the features fits my criteria. What I want is to carry with me. So this is it. The business that I carry it with me wherever I go. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that people, they have to in a position like they have to face something, then like you they will know what they really want, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry. My machine is just here today, so I have to sign up. I don't know he will come here now, so I just wait for 1 minute. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I got my products. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I just mentioned that when you are in a very special situation, then you will find what you really want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question is what's the transformation or new reality that you have in your life, and since you started your online business?
So my agenda is main agenda why I have to have a business is to back off my hours, and I achieved that. I have to back off my hours, not to go to the hospital, not to be full time anymore, so that I can create. So backing off the hour meaning more time, less time in the work, more time in my son, especially on his therapy session. I achieved that. I became part time. Because of this business, I became part time. And also, I have aches and pains because I don't have or lack of sleep. So I achieved the restful days that I needed. I enjoy hiking. I was able to create, time for myself, me and my husband and my son, my family, always out for walk, always like together when we do things. Not unlike before, I have to say to my husband, "You go there, you go that. I can't. I am at work." So the transformation or new reality is that I was able to achieve time for myself, time freedom for myself, and also the bringing my son to the therapy session or even to the Zoom meeting with preparation. I am prepared. My feelings, emotion, my mood improves because I was able to have a good sleep. Like today, I have a 1 week off, So my son has a guitar lesson tonight. I prepared him. And also next week is his behavioral consultant meeting. And I am here preparing that. So it creates me so much time. The way how I foresee what I like to do, because I said to myself, I want a side hustle. If I'm backing off my hour, I need an income, right? Replacement. Simple. So everybody wants to achieve the number of hours at work because that's exactly how you pay at the end of the week or at the end of the month. But then if you back off your hour, what would that look like in the bills and in supporting, contributing to the family budget? So then I say to myself, well, I have an online business. So there you go. So it was achieved, and it was being taken care of. So it's a very big transformation on me.
Yeah, I am very great to hear that you really have a new life after you join this business.
Yes.
Okay, it seems that you find a good balance, better balance between your life.
Yeah, more balance. Plus, I was able to add on more things that I needed, that I really wanting to do. You know, not only the balance, but the things that I would like to do. Yeah, because I'm not working 12-hour shift anymore. Plus, I don't have the night shift anymore, right? So the night shift really kills us, me, or whoever. If you are in the nursing profession, or whoever works in a night shift, it's a different it's a different energy it was given you in the morning when you wake up without night shift work. So I was able to achieve not to come into my night shift work because of my online business. And that's exactly what I was dreaming and wanting to do.
Yeah, thank you. And the final question is, can you share the difficulties you face in this business, and would you like to give some encouragements to our audience?
I think in the beginning I was like struggling or difficulty in technology, because I'm not a tech savvy. So my background with regard to computer and how to use the social media platform, our business is, they see us because of social media exposure. So we use Facebook to do that. And to come into the Facebook, and to come in to post your story, or to put who you are, you need to have a navigation in the computer, right? And so the basic principle of that. So that's my number one difficulty. And number two is that, and then the algorithm of understanding, okay, so how does Facebook work? If I'm going to advertise there, how does it do? So in the beginning, that's my difficulty. But because we have the training, so when I signed up, you and me knows that when we sign up, we have the training. So the training provides this to overcome. So everyone who is being taught, who is learning something, right away we can apply. So that's exactly what happened to me. In the training, we were taught how to navigate our keys, computer, how to, even my MacBook, how to cut and paste, how to put the command, what are the shift command that I'm going to use so that I can come out in this in this interview on you, right? So it needs a preparation how to set it up. So it was being taught by our business mentors, right? So we have a group of people who already been there and know there, and then so they're supportive. So I was able to overcome that. That's a very classic example. That's part of my deal. Okay, she's interviewing me, or she's asking me to show up on her Facebook page. So how am I gonna do that? So we have the community that helps us to do that. So we just communicated through text. Hey, I had to do this. So it's great. Then I was able to overcome the technology side of the business. And then also the training link also taught us to understand about Facebook, to understand about YouTube, to understand about LinkedIn, to understand about Instagram. So myself, I don't also show up my face. What do I eat? Where do I go? I just plainly post good morning, it's a nice day, and the flowers in the garden, things like that. But our training site taught us to, show us how to put some music around it, put a little bit of video graphics around it, the training site. So I was able to overcome that part when I started my online business. So my encouragement to our audience is that you don't need to be a tech savvy. You don't need, myself, I started with, I only know how to open the Microsoft Word and just type the words and then send it to the printer. That's it.
Simple. Yeah, just for the beginning, you need the first time to practice.
Yeah, so
learn new things.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that I know about how to sit on the MacBook or laptop or desktop. So I just get the Microsoft Word, type the letter, and then attach that to the email. I send it to someone and reply. The rest I don't know. So now I know how to use PowerPoint. Now I know how to use this StreamYard app because we're talking. And then I can also share video files and slides while we're talking right now because I was taught by the community where we are, and even in the training session. So in the training link, and the training link, by the way, is that you can access that 24/7. So once you join in the business, that's yours. Nobody can take it away from you. Whenever you get a chance, when you sit in the doctor's office or dentist office waiting for your turn to be called, you can open the site, the training link, look into the 20-minute video instruction, and then if you still want to continue, understand, repeat it again, meaning it's a push and play button. Yeah. And it has a convenience of you're learning this yourself wherever you are. Even you're sitting on the airplane or sitting in the airport lounge. Even you're sitting in the coffee shop or McDonald's, or I don't know if you go McDonald's, whatever, So yeah, wherever you are. So the training site is plug and play. You just have to have the mindset that you want a change. I don't want I like whatever your priority. You have to have a mindset. What is important to you? Important to me is my son. Important to me is my family. As my child, as my son grow up, they don't remain a baby. He remain, progressively he will be a teenager. He will be a young adult man. And then so if I'm not there and didn't make a decision, how I'm gonna help him? Do I have to cry and say I'm sorry? So my thoughts is this: you have to act and decide what matters to you the most, because if you want create moments and togetherness with your family, you cannot turn back the wheels of time. You gotta decide now. And I know it's not easy, but every first time is not easy. Even if you hired in your job as a first time, even me, I'm started nursing, it's not first time. Even in where we were started studying everything. But once that's why we have 3 months, we have a year. Once you have there, you navigate yourself, you mastered it day by day, you commit yourself because you want a change. And the important thing that you want to change in the situation is either your working time, or you want to change, that you don't want to be tied up in your 9-to-5 job, or and then you want to change about you want to contribute more and give more to your family to help the budgeting, or send money to wherever you came from, or help a charity or something. But you cannot do that if you don't have. So then you have to earn income. So online business that we had is great.
Yeah, I totally agree with you that this business is just not a business. It's part of our life. And everyone, they want to know more about this business. They ask me question. The first question I ask back is that, do you know why you want to start this business, and what's your need for this business? Yeah,
That's a very good question. Very good question. Do you know why you start? Yeah, that's a very good question, Eleanor. Yes.
What's your need in this business? I really want to know that. Yeah, that's why I can help you to know what is this business qualify your satisfaction. Yeah, so I really know that. I really want to know that.
Yes.
Thank you for your amazing sharing. Yeah, I also got some question. I also got some inquiry that they are also autism's mom. They want to know more about this business. So your sharing is really helping them. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Eleanor, for having me. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. If you're gonna watch the replay, please consider this business. It might change your life. It will create moments with your family, create freedom of time, and help yourselves too with mindset and everything, and see life in perspective.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope can see you soon. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.